play the cannon on the black. That's what you're thinking of here. So you know you got the white in the right place. See, not hard enough. The reason I say that is you're bound to cover both reds if you played the cannon. Now he's left this red as a shot to nothing. See, anywhere near the black was bound to be a snooker. Well, this is a key shot. Very tough to get this thin enough to miss the kiss on both yellow and red. Well played. This is an excellent shot. Very well played.
Foul and a miss. Mark Davis, 4.
He maybe just wasted 4 points there, just short of speed.
Mark.
You'd expect him to do better this time.
Well, it's a decent chance to get him back in trouble again here. Just flick the red along the cushion, get the white up near the black if you can, and have him snookered again.
Thank you.
He'd be very unlucky not to have got a snooker there. I don't think there's a gap between brown and blue. Where the green is, though, it just takes the pressure off this. If all these balls were in open play, you'd now be really twitching a little bit about not hitting these colours. But where the green is, it gives Ding Junhui that extra chance. I think this is 4 snookers on the trot as far as Dean's concerned. Still, once again, no problem hitting the red. That was a clever shot from Ding. So white up and down in behind the pink and try and play the red twice across. He's played in. Well, this is a clever shot if he has played to move the green. I don't know whether he did, but it's turned out okay.
It's definitely changed things a bit. Obviously the black is on the cushion, but he'd worry about that right at the end if he could get there, would Mark. There is a half chance for Ding, though. It's any downside. And he's got it.
1.
And now what do? Do you roll the black in? I don't think he'd like to do that, but that would mean that Mark Davis wanted a snooker.
Well, to be honest, Neil, I mean, win or lose, I couldn't refuse knocking the black along the cushion. OK, if you miss it, you're still leaving the white tight on the cushion 6 inches from the hole.
Yeah, I suppose he had to avoid snookering himself, but even then it wouldn't have been difficult to hit. Be difficult to say he's played the wrong shot, though, because he's put Mark Davis in some trouble here. Well, maybe now you proved to be right, I think, really, on I don't think he'd have missed the black, put it that way, do you?
Well, put it this way, he's only got to run through the black 6 or 7 inches, that's all. So the whites is safe. OK, he might leave Mark a long pot at the red, but you've still got the green half in your favour. All you've done there is give your opponent a chance to get back in the frame. And who knows, if he knocks this red in, he might clear up.
I'm not sure whether the yellow passes the brown into its own pocket, so you'd have to play the brown, I think, if that was the case, unless he wants to take the cue ball across twice. That was the problem. It was a difficult positional shot that he had to play. He had no margin for error with that one. 24 behind with 27 on. If he can just get in behind the brown with the cue ball, that would be a difficult one to hit. Very good shot. Well, now that has given him a very good chance of winning this frame. This is to go straight into the baulk cushion, which he's trying here. I think this is difficult to hit.
This is where the misrule is not quite right, because he's going to be trying his hardest. Because the green's relatively safe, there's no advantage in missing this here. And so, as long as he gets close, I don't think it should be called a miss. Now, we'll see here what happens.
Foul for a miss.
So I think there's advantage for Mark here to keep taking them. I know the green, the yellow's easy, but green to brown's slightly more difficult. But he's got such a good angle on the yellow to get on the green. He might be able to get right in close to it. But that could have been a situation there where 20-odd points were given away from that snooker.
Well, that's right, and you know, as you say, Mark could have conceivably had it put back, despite the fact that he's got half a chance here, at least half a chance. He can get on the green nicely. Wonderful chance to win the match.
2.
Oh, he's going to be left with that very awkward angle. And he can play this into the right corner pocket, I think with less risk attached and with the brown near the pocket. This is a very big shot. This could be a match winner. No, the black's awkward, but if he gets behind it, he could drop it in. Doesn't help that he's got to use the rest on this. Not very close. It was a difficult one.
Mark Davis, 2.
Couldn't cue it. Wow. Hitting the jaws of the middle pocket has given Mark Davis another chance. Quite difficult to stick that into the middle from there. I think he's a bit worried here. I don't think he can drop this in very easily and hold for the brown. Does he go up and down? He ends up at the black end of the table, then he could snooker himself, I suppose. Just got to watch the cue ball on this, not forgetting the pot. Oh, he's rolled it in. It's a brave shot to play. Well, now, big moment for Mark Davis, this.
Seven.
I go back to that black that Ding refused. It'd have been 37 in front, I think it was, with one red on. Whatever happens, I'm sure Mark Davis will have the first chance at the black. Obviously got to get the right angle on the pink here from this blue. Wow. Would you believe it? He nearly missed that.
12.
You know, and the fact that he hit it on the thin side meant the cue ball drifted down too far. Usually if a player misses that, they miss it thick to try to hold for the pink. Now, how do you fancy going all around the table and finishing right behind the black for the match? This would be a great shot. Needs to make sure he doesn't hit this quickly and miss this pink, though, thinking too much about position. It's a good effort.
18.
Well, you'd like to think that he's got a cast iron safety shot, if nothing else, which keeps him in with a great chance. Twice a winner of the UK Championships. Once here at the Barbican in York, once down in Telford. But he's very close to going out at the first hurdle here. And you can see he's feeling the pressure. It's a question of what shot Mark thinks is the right one.
Mark Davis, 18.
Well, I'll tell you what, it turned out not too bad, but it was all about the pace. He didn't mean to finish that close to the right pocket. He was a bit fortunate in the end. That was an anxious moment, that is. And he can't cut it in from where he is, no chance.
It's not an easy safety shot, Neil, is it? I mean, the black would have been a lot easier to play safe off if it had been further in the middle of the table. Well played. Honestly, that was such a tough safety shot. Too thin or too thick, you're banging trouble. He couldn't have played that better if it had been there all day.
No, you're right, that's lovely. Got that object ball absolutely safe. And there's so much distance between them two, the two balls here, the cue ball and the object ball. I mean, and what would you play? You might try and double the black up towards the top left pocket. Either knock it in as a long double, or if not, try and get the black onto the left side cushion.
I think he's going for it now. Well, I don't blame him for going for it, but I do blame him for the pace he played that. You've got to play it hard so the top spin keeps the white below the black spot. Mind you, the way Ding's playing at the moment, I'm not too sure whether I fancy him knocking this in. Well, it didn't look like it on a few occasions, but we're back now to a frame-winning decider. Junhui could have lost the match. Mark Davis will be disappointed. We're all square at 5-all.